The Braxtons. I'm so used to saying Braxton family values, but the Braxtons, right? This was definitely a very, very heavy episode to watch. I want to commend all the sisters for their bravery. This takes a lot after losing somebody so close to you to now share your story and share her story. On television, it definitely takes a lot for them to do that. So, much respect to the Braxton family for that, for sure. Trina and Bond, they do lives. They do like recaps of the show and stuff on their Instagram and the YouTube, I believe. Which I enjoy their YouTube channel with them cooking and stuff. I really enjoy their conversations. And it's a hard topic to talk about. It's very tough, and I understand. And some people on the internet is just out of control and disrespectful and ridiculous and foolish and ignorant and all that. Those people should be handled and blocked, in which they always make sure to handle them folks, right? But there are certain things, and it's not just Trina and Vaughn in particular, or Vaughn, I should say. But and sometimes they do lives with Towanda as well, like they're sharing and stuff like that. But there are some people who are genuinely asking questions about Traci and about the situation. And I've kind of just noticed that sometimes they are so like ready to on attack mode, which I get it. That I just don't want the trolls to take away from the fact that there are people who actually watch you guys for years, who are fans of you guys, who respect y'all, who just genuinely want to know, because y'all have not been on television for 3 years. So I don't want y'all to be so ready to pounce that y'all don't take in the actual genuineness of the good people that's out there. Because I just notice a lot of times they're just very, ready to like bite people's heads off sometimes. Now, sometimes, like I just say, it's deserved from some people. But everybody's not that way and not trying to hurt y'all or be mean. So I just want some of that to be taken into account. We have watched the show for years. We have watched the journey of each sisters for years. And we have invested in y'all. So it's okay for us to have opinions and thoughts on things. And what we saw on camera for all those years is what we saw. Take it up with the producers. It is what it is. We're going to have opinions, I'm just saying, as long as you're not, everybody's not like that, a troll and crazy disrespectful and just say outlandish, ridiculous, foolish things. Some people may genuinely just be asking a question because they care. I just want to say that. Sometimes they are a little much. Let me see. So let me see. What else is going on? Much love and respect to Trina Braxton. She's really going through it. She actually saw Traci take her last breath. And Towanda apparently told her that she should not watch that because it could, essentially scar her, and it actually did. Trina's really going through it with the postpartum. And my heart just goes out to Trina. That is a lot to take. And then, her and Towanda ended up being, I think all of them did, but more so her and Towanda, it seemed, was more so Traci's caretakers out of the rest of the sisters. And so, it's just a lot. And Traci had been dealing with this cancer for a while. And, all the conversations that was had and all the, it is something else to watch a loved one in pain and you can't do anything about it. That really just tears you up on the inside. And so, I'm my mom's caregiver. I take care of my mom. She's disabled. So I could just imagine, and little Kevin, he's the only child. I'm the only child. Some of that, I could go before her. But if I don't, that day it's going to be something else. It's definitely going to tear me up for sure. So much respect just to all of them on that aspect. randomly, so they was in a therapy session with Miss Spirit, and Kevin, he started to talk about how he is almost grieving two things: his relationship with Olivia, his wife, and also his mom Traci. And he gives all of a sudden we hear this white man in the background, and it's an officer and stuff, and apparently there's a warrant out for his arrest, and we don't know all the tea, but Towanda knows a good bit of it, it seems. And so we're just praying for little Kevin that everything is okay. With that, Tamar's feeling some kind of way about the fact that she's out of the loop and not in the mix with the sisterhood and stuff like that. At one point, Tamar and Towanda got into it pretty bad. And I wish they just say what the issue is. I think that I think that they all love each other, but I don't think that Towanda likes Tamar. And there's a difference from love and like. You can love whomever, but a person that you like, you actually want to be around them. You actually want to spend time with them. You actually want to talk to them on the phone. And it just seemed like for whatever reason, their relationship have been estranged for a while. And, when people pass, it brings people together, but it's only temporary. And then people go back into their own little separate sections of life. And that's it. It's not just the Braxtons family. It's a lot of families, especially Black families. So, yeah, I don't know. What do y'all think is the core issue with Towanda and Tamar? It's a lot. It's a lot. I think that the show has helped and hurt them as a sisterhood in many ways. Let me see. Toni, she talked about how her parents did a great job as keeping them together as a unit, as siblings, but they did a bad job with catering to each individual sibling and their wants and their needs in terms of them coming into their own and growing up. And a lot of families do that. It's all for one and one for all. If I eat, we all eat. If one of us got it, we all got it. And that mentality is cool, but it's to a certain extent. It can't be to the detriment of your own self. And then especially if you have kids, you have to put your kids first. And Toni was just like, I battle with that. Who do I choose? My kids or my family? My siblings. Which you should always put your kids first. But they just wasn't, taught that, because we saw Miss Evelyn told Toni as soon as she got her deal, because there was the Braxtons, and then Babyface of LA just wanted Toni. And so she was apprehensive about going and doing her solo deal. And I think it was actually Traci who said, go ahead and do it. But Miss Evelyn told Toni, you can go ahead and do this, but just don't forget about your sisters. And since then, Toni has been having her sisters with her. And she actually talked about that. Her first time on the road, her first time touring, her first album, she had her sisters with her the whole time. So, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I actually felt bad for Tamar in this moment. Her feelings was hurt that she was out of the loop when it comes to a lot of stuff. You could tell there's definitely conversations that the other sisters have that she's not a part of. Not just concerning little Kevin, but also just within them. And that's a hurtful feeling to be the outsider. But from what we've seen, and not to be messy, but from what we've seen for years, that's a feeling that Traci has seemingly felt a lot in the past. So, so let me see what else is going on. Mama Evelyn, she's yelling at them, and she's tired, and it's a lot of deep rooted stuff. A lot of things start from childhood, a lot of traumas, a lot of issues, a lot of, we all are just a representation of our experiences and how we grew up and what we saw and what we were taught. And a lot of their issues come from the parents, both of them. But, you know. Let me see. What else is going on? I think that was it, y'all. I think that was everything. This was really a good episode, but it was just super emotional. Once again, God bless all the Braxtons, but definitely Trina Braxton for sure. She is really having a difficult time. And much respect to her for just spilling her heart out and being brave on television. That takes a lot to do. And so much respect to you, Trina Braxton, for that. Anything else I want to talk about? No, I think that's it. The Braxtons, we are in here. It's tough. This is emotional, but it is needed. And overall, I'm glad that they are back. Because we cared about Traci too. Not in the same way that y'all did, obviously. That's your family, but we cared about Traci too. And so much appreciative that y'all are showing this for us. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at Iskins on Instagram and Twitter, at Iskins89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, Mr. Chalaki on Cash App, PayPal, and TikTok. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. I'll see you guys later. And stay tuned for the next episode. And also make sure you guys check out my interview I did with Scotty by Nature on his YouTube channel. It's up now, darlings. Yes. Bye.